What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Triple H breaking his silence on the heart surgery, as NXT 2.0 the new Attitude Era, Alexa Bliss is furious, Nia Jax is out, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at Triple H breaking his silence on heart surgery. Triple H is speaking out for the first time following the news of his surgery to resolve a cardiac event reportedly caused by a genetic issue. The cerebral assassin recently tweeted, "I've been blown away by the outreach and support from so many people. I'm recovering, doing well, and deeply grateful for all the love in my life. Especially grateful for Shawn Michaels and all the superstars and crew and NXT. Steph and the girls love the snacks. See you soon." Triple H remains wildly popular with the WWE Universe despite being all but retired from the ring. Social media lit up with well wishes following the reports of his illness, and like many other Triple H fans, we're glad to hear that he's doing well and wish him a fast and full recovery. Next up, Alexa Bliss is furious. Now, a recent story from Dave Meltzer appears to have sent Alexa Bliss into a fury after Meltzer reported on the Wrestling Observer Radio about the Alexa Bliss and Charlotte segment on the 20th September Raw. So they had about 8,000 in the building and people were leaving in droves during this segment. I heard 1,500 people left, and it's not like they left and went to the bathroom and came back. They left and went home at 10 PM. As we noted in our discussion of the story, although the WWE Universe is known for walking out before the main event, this story has us waiting for confirmation from multiple sources, and various news sites cutting and pasting Meltzer's report doesn't count, as it seems like a difficult story to verify. As we suspected, there was more to the story than reported, and a number of fans took to social media questioning the accuracy of the report. Again, these reports should also be taken with a grain of salt, as anyone can say that they were at the event. But regardless, Alexa Bliss was none too pleased when she heard of Meltzer's report or when stories circulated suggesting the initial report was suspect. Bliss tweeted, "Sorry Meltzer, whatever, you can't get clout off our segment. Move on. Hashtag stop lying, literally didn't happen, you're embarrassing yourself." Later in the day, Bliss tweeted, "I would really love to know who these sources always are, because the stuff they come up with is quite ridiculous and sounds like just someone starving for attention." Now, the problem with these types of reports is that they're hard to verify unless fans watching a pay-per-view or TV episode notice a significant walkout of fans, which has happened in the past. Let's not forget Samoa Joe versus Reigns at Backlash. Here, there doesn't appear to be any way the story could have been verified. However, as we'll see, one of Meltzer's colleagues seemed to be defending his report, as despite Bliss blasting the story, Meltzer's colleague Brian Alvarez defended his statement, noting on the Wrestling Observer Live, "Last night during the show, shortly after the Alexa Bliss Charlotte segment, somebody in WWE and in the building, not some random fan. This is someone who works for the company and was in the building. They texted all of us actually and said that 700 people had walked out. 700. He then continued about the controversial comments, saying, "So then last night on the Observer Radio, Dave said 1,500. Well, today that same person questioned the 1,500 but reiterated, and this is a quote, that they would stand by the number of 700. So now we're splitting hairs or whatever. This is from someone that was there in the building, not watching at home, but in the building. It is abundantly clear that hundreds of people walked out. Was it 700? Was it 900? Was it 564? Was it 1,500? Bro, I don't know, I wasn't there, okay?" While it's good that Alvarez is trying to explain why Meltzer reported on the alleged walkout, there's a substantial difference between 1,500 fans and 700 fans walking out. Now, the problem, of course, is that Meltzer's report seems even more suspect since no one seems to agree on what the number of fans who supposedly walked out is. Alvarez continued digging a hole for himself when he appeared to get snarky, commenting, "I know that she's mad. I'd probably be mad too if I did some segment and people walked out, but it appears to be a factual statement that a number of people walked out during the segment. I don't know what the real number was, I wasn't there, but there were people that walked out during the segment." As we noted many times, reporting on wrestling is problematic at best thanks to the industry's desire to keep the fans in the dark. Whether it's feeding false stories to discredit reporters, false stories to throw fans off storylines, or keeping silent to avoid controversy, both wrestlers and promotions do try to discredit reporters. This makes their job difficult, but they do themselves no favors when they make shaky reports like this one. Next up, NXT 2.0 equals the Attitude Era. Though some members of the WWE Universe have been clamoring for the WWE to return to the more adult-oriented themes of the Attitude Era, and while this hasn't happened on Raw or SmackDown, a recent story suggests fans might see such content on NXT. According to Fightful Select, NXT 2.0 is targeting more of an 18 to 34 demographic, including everything from in-ring work and aggression to harsher language and the like. Another point that we haven't verified was more lenience on female character gear, though it wasn't specified what exactly that means. Keep up with current affairs with promos and character verbiage was another point said to be brought up. If the story is accurate, the USA Network has sanctioned the changes as it's looking to improve NXT's mediocre ratings. While this is speculation, might the WWE be using NXT to test the waters and see if an edgier product helps the ratings, and the idea being to adopt similar themes on Raw if NXT's ratings improve. Although Raw's ratings improved slightly on the show where SmackDown's Bloodline wrestled twice, the Red Brand has a long way to go as Monday Night Football will be around for the next few months. Do you guys think they should adopt a more edgier format? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Ric Flair responds to RVD. The controversy surrounding Ric Flair following the Dark Side of the Ring's Plane Ride from Hell episode continues as Flair has seen the WWE remove his merchandise from its online store and Flair's commercials for CarShield placed on hold. Flair recently tweeted, "A man tried to destroy my reputation based on an assumption. I don't even know what to say right now." Flair's comments appeared following a statement from Rob Van Dam when he said he wanted to clarify what was presented on Dark Side of the Ring. As noted by Bleeding Cool, professional wrestler Rob Van Dam took to Twitter to clarify some of his comments from the episode as well as assumptions he feels people have taken from them. Over the course of 2 tweets, Van Dam clarified that he's never seen Flair's genitals and that he's used the phrase "trying to make her touch him" was a reference to the overall space they were in and how Flair's body was crowding her space. Did the Dark Side of the Ring employ creative editing to frame its narrative? This wouldn't be the first time a documentary has played fast and loose with camera footage and/or interviews. Now, for those who are wondering who has replaced Flair on WWE's opening video for its various TV shows, the WWE has placed the Ultimate Warrior in Flair's spot. As some fans are already questioning the wisdom, not to be confused with Warrior wisdom, of the placing of the Warrior in the video due to the Warrior's controversial statements. And finally, Nia Jax Injured. Now, Nia Jax took quite the beating on the recent edition of Raw, with Shayna Baszler leaving a former tag team partner in a broken heap. Now the show The Bump is now reporting that Nia Jax will be out for an undisclosed amount of time. Ringside News' Felix Upton commented that it's unknown if Nia needs time off for an actual injury or for another reason. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.